This pilot episode, originally filmed back in the fall, was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Welcome to the Western Wonder Show. Now here's your host, the Western Wonder.
Hey, thank you. Oh, no need for all this applause. Thank you. Please, settle down. Hey, my good people, welcome to the first episode of the Western Wonder Show. On this show, I talk to people who have made success in the world of movies, TV shows, and books, whether it be by writing, acting, producing, the whole 9 yards. Now, for today's show, we have 3 special guests sitting down with me today. This should be interesting. Without further ado, let's bring out our first guest. This guy, man, he's unpredictable. Writer of the hit movie Don't Knock Mr. Banana Off the Train, writer of New Turks Times best-selling book How to Get Away with Selling Sugar Honey Iced Tea, please welcome Jack McBride. Hello, Mr. Wonder. Thank you for having me on your show as your first guest. By all means, the pleasure's mine. Now let's get into the success of your movie, Don't Knock Mr. Banana Off the Train. Were you expecting moviegoers to venture out and see it, or were you expecting the opposite by reaching a cult following later? Well, you see, I think Mr. Banana has the humorous spice that people like to watch nowadays. Oh, really? Well, yes. How so? I mean, the idea is so absurd. Knocking a CGI banana off a CGI train. The scene makes you wonder, why can't a banana talk? Why is the talking banana about to be killed? What did he do wrong? You see, me and my crew wanted to give an enthralling thriller ride of a movie for audiences worldwide. It's not a cash grab like movie reviewers like, say, Rotten Potatoes or the New York Times have said this movie may be. It's just meant to be nothing but absolute fun. Okay, I get you. So, working with the cast and crew for a few months may seem a bit intimidating for a first-time director, but it looks like you don't look too shabby after filming. My next question for you is this. What was your favorite scene of the movie? Well, there was this one scene where the banana is stuck on a riverbank and I'm not going to spoil much, but he's eventually thrown off. One of the stunt actors, who was a cool guy, was pretty nervous about falling into a steep river. I mean, I don't blame him. He's a stunt guy and all, but falling off a deep river is something serious. Well, come on. I might eat hard bricks for breakfast, but my brain isn't made of steel. Most reviewers thought the scene fit the climax of the film very well, if I do say so myself. Moving on. Sorry if you didn't catch my humor, but that was a joke. Oh, okay, of course. So, what were your favorite things to do on set? Relaxing while having a slushie by my side, or having an acoustic jam session with the crew. They're all talented, you know. It was nice to have some fun out in the sun. Cool. Sounds like fun. Well, moving on to your other project, How to Get Away with Selling Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Now, apparently, this book seems to be a dig at certain celebrities living out in Westerwood. Could you tell me some of these celebrities, or including writers, or producers, or actors, who got you so upset that it prompted quick inspiration for this book of yours? Seems to be all spur of the moment. Well, as the title suggests, some of these big names are doing nothing but get away with selling sugar honey iced tea. Something that's come up recently that the news hasn't reported for obvious reasons. It's just so ridiculous to see these people rip off pedestrians. Don't they understand that people have livelihoods? Wait, so in the book, and right now in front of me, you're saying that some of these people in Westerwood are stealing from pedestrians. Wow, that's quite an accusation. Oh, it's not an accusation, Mr. Wonder. It's the truth. Oh, wow. Have you tried reporting them or speaking with them about this? I did try reporting, but I was dismissed every time. Maybe a contract stipulation protects them, I don't know. Well, the other thing hinted here in this book is that the quality of each celeb's work, whether it be by screenwriting, acting, or producing, really shouldn't be held to a higher standard. Yep. That's right. Certain people deserve more credit from Westernwood. 1 year at a time, I get it, fair enough, but come on, stop nominating Bill McNormat every other year. We like some diversity when it comes to credit, that's all I want. Well said. Thank you, Mr. McBride, for coming down today. We have to keep the pilot moving along, otherwise we'd have had you a little bit longer. I wish you the best in taking down these pesky people in Westernwood. Time's over already. Thank you for having me. Check out his popular movie, Mr. Banana, on demand now, and his book, How to Get Away with Selling Sugar Honey Iced Tea, is still available for purchase at your local bookstore. Thank you once again, Mr. Jack McBride, for coming on today, being our first guest. Now, before we bring our next guest in, I'd like to say a special thanks to a couple of our sponsors today.
A special thank you to the Silver and Gold Jewelry Company, Rip and Tear, Burn the Toil, Bright Light, and also the BBB, Bonds, Bears, and Broomsticks Company. And also a special thank you to you listening out there to this show right now. Back to you, Mr. Wonder.
Thank you, Dave. Now on to our next guest. She's been writing books for nearly 2 decades, selling nearly 15 million copies worldwide. With a green thumb, she's been entertaining, informing, and educating for a long time. Please welcome Miss Mary Ressler! Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show, Miss Ressler.
Thank you, Mr. Wonder. It's so unreal to see such an exciting audience nowadays.
Absolutely. The audience is really dope today. So tell me about your best-selling gardening books.
Well, Mr. Wonder, I've been an avid fan of horticulture for a long time now. I wanted to plant different kinds of trees and flowers, and there have been so many I've nurtured. Honestly, I didn't think the books would catch on so quickly with the audience, though.
Wow.
Sure, I was optimistic, but to come across with over 15 million book sales, with more to hopefully come along the road, I'm just so grateful about everything.
Wow. Well, it's well-deserved, Miss Ressler. Are there plans to put your gardening abilities to the test by doing a TV show? I've heard rumors of you doing so and perhaps catching a, I don't know, $15 to $25 million contract?
Well, I can't confirm nor deny such a rumor, but I will say to anyone interested, keep your eyes peeled to the news.
Oh, we'll be sure to keep a lookout. So what's your favorite book that you've done so far? Any book that took a long time to work on?
All of my books are my favorite books.
Wow.
And all of my book writing takes no more than 3 months. I'm an avid horticulturist, so I remember things very well.
Interesting. Now, my final question for you is, what's your best advice for those starting to plant their own garden?
Take your time, be patient, learn about how to properly care for flowers and plants because each plant may not grow at the same speed or need a certain amount of protection than the other. As always, keep calm and keep gardening. That's pretty much it.
All right. Hey, that last bit sounded like my own indie quote from my reviews. Mary Ressler, everyone. All of her 18 books are available on Planazon and other garden-based book sites and bookstores. Thank you once again, Miss Mary Ressler.
Thank you, Mr. Wonder.
Now, for our final guest, this guy is a bit controversial for his hostility towards others in Westernwood. He's nominated for a Silver Globe Award and will star in a yet-to-be-titled crime flick next year. Please welcome Phil Paterno. Now, Phil.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I didn't exactly like your introduction. You could have removed the hostility part. I'm not hostile. I'm a kind person, very loving and understanding to others.
Okay, good to know. Now about this upcoming crime flick. The movie seems to be in a state of limbo, and it seems like nobody wants to distribute it.
Well, you know how streaming seems to be more trendy to watch nowadays. I'm sure things could get a bit tedious for those working on this movie, but I'm sure the higher-ups have got it handled.
Well, good luck to them. Can you give us a bit of the plot of the movie?
There you go, trying to dig more stuff out of me again.
Well, I was just asking a question.
I don't know, man. You sounded intimidating. Anyways, the movie's about a gangster who's on the run by other criminal gangsters.
Definitely doesn't sound overused at all for films in Westernwood.
All right, I've had enough with you. Are you going to be nice to me during this interview or not? This is your final warning.
As a parody talk show host, I'm only saying nothing but facts, my man. But let's move on. Now, you've had some successful films you starred in, from Lost Ferry in New York to Cold-Blooded Sinner. You've paved your way for playing crass, tough-as-nails characters. Has your personal life in any way affected your performances, being tough and aggressive and all?
Wait, was that another dig at me?
What are you talking about?
You know good and well what I'm talking about. You know what? I'm done. You want to fight me, buddy? You want to fight, big man?
I don't want to fight you, you crusty, musty, dusty old dude.
We need some milk!
You're about to piss
Wait,
me
Mr.
off
Paterno,
and make
calm
me
down.
activate
Mr.
my
Paterno,
deeper
please,
voice.
your blood pressure's already
You're about
high
to
like
make me
Big Richard
activate
screaming
my
like a white
demon
lady.
Voice. Now you've activated my demon voice.
What the
Are you happy now?
No, I'm not happy, I'm concerned.
I bet you're an undercover FBI agent trying to get rid of me. Not happening. Were you that waiter that was trying to flirt with my daughter?
Man, you don't know me!
What? I don't
Alright,
know you.
fine. I see how it's gonna be now.
Come on, big man.
You wanna fight? Let's fight. But before we do, I need to grab something real quick.
Oh no!
Think you can start some mess on my show, huh?
Ouch. You think you can stop me by doing this? Oh.
We need some milk!
The police are here for you, Mr. Wonder. We'll take this crook Paterno with us.
You won't get away with this, Mr. Wonder. You won't get away with murder if my name isn't. Oof.
Yeah. Let's take you in for questioning. Well, on that note, folks, that's the show. I want to thank my guests today, Jack McBride and Mary Wrestler. And I don't want to thank Phil Paterno for starting such a ruckus. Also, a special thank you to my announcer, Dave, who will now close out the program with some word. While this may just be a one-off pilot never to be seen in public due to time constraints and the argument that I just had, I'm just glad I did something different than just reviews for once. And speaking of reviews, why don't you check out my movie and TV reviews on the Western Reviews podcast? You can hear this podcast on Spotify, Apple, TuneIn, SoundCloud, Deezer, iHeartRadio, and others. Don't forget to share the show to people you know, give your feedback on the show on various apps that you can listen on, and look out for new movie and TV reviews coming back in a few weeks. Perhaps I might even bring in music reviews soon. With that being said, thank you for being such a lovely audience today. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you.
This has been the pilot episode of the Western Wonder Show. Perhaps a one-off. Maybe it'll return one day or sooner than you think. Note, this pilot is not canon to the Western Reviews universe, even though Phil Paterno